Oh my God, watch out for this girl.
I heard rumors
That she's entertaining men for money.
she entertained men for money.
I'd heard rumors that she may be an escort.
What's up? This is a Bachelor recap from a guy. If I could sum up this week's episode into one word, it would be time. Did I get enough time? I needed more time. She's getting time when I haven't had time. Oh, look who's getting more time. My favorite herb is probably thyme. Why is she getting time? These girls are complaining about time? I haven't even had time. We need more time. I will be waiting time after time. The show started with a group date, and I don't remember this group date card ever coming, but honestly, I'm so confused right now because when they don't end the previous episode on a rose ceremony, I'm always just lost as to where we are. It's like the first day after daylight savings time. I have no idea what time it is. I don't even know where I'm at right now. What is my name even? Another great moment in this episode was the Katie versus Victoria fight. I gotta be honest, Katie is cool. She's a real one. I didn't think I was gonna like her coming into the whole season. The first impression, I was like, no, this is gonna be one of those annoying girls throughout the season. But she's actually been one of the realest ones the entire season. Victoria is, well, none of what I just said.
Yeah.
After Katie called out Victoria in front of the whole group for being mean, Victoria confronted her in private and wanted to get an apology out of her.
I just would love an apology because
you're not gonna get an apology.
You told me to stop when I wasn't done expressing myself.
But this convo, if taken out of context, would have been, well, weird.
And if you want to express yourself with your dildo and think you're ready for an engagement, you can do that.
I love my vibrator, so I don't know what you're trying to do, coming at me about your vibrator. I'm very confident in what I want to do with my life, and it's showing how insecure you are.
Victoria is decent at one-liners.
Floor. Slut. Whore.
But she is terrible with comebacks.
If you're being a bitch, I'm going to tell you you're being a bitch.
I think you are a bitch, and if you try to shut me down again, I probably wouldn't.
Oh, damn. The gauntlet has been laid. Later during the cocktail party, Chris Harrison pulls Matt James aside and says, yeah, when we announced you as the Bachelor, a lot of horny women applied. So we're going to introduce a few more right now. So out come 5 new contestants. And naturally, Victoria took the girls arriving very maturely.
Hi, everyone.
Who the are these random ass hoes coming into the house? Catalina, come here. I would love to meet you.
Okay. Of course.
I'll go over there.
Get over. Are you a former miss? Or
Yeah, so I'm Victoria, the queen. Okay. And so I think I should have that crown, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look, very rarely will I ever side with Victoria, but if you wear a tiara to a cocktail party as an adult, you deserve to have it taken off your head.
Thank you. Victoria.
It's okay.
Victoria.
That's like strapping a piece of meat to your head and walking into a lion's den.
Okay, that's fine.
So then the rose ceremony happens, and 4 out of the 5 new girls get roses. Sorry, Kim. Gone but not forgotten.
As you move on, remember me. Remember us and all we used to be.
I'm Kimberly, nice to meet you.
I've watched you sleeping for a while. I'd be the father of your child. I'd spend enough time with you. I know your fears and you know mine.
Kim stands for killed in minutes. 15 minutes and 53 seconds from intro to ending. I miss you so much, Kim.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Then came the first group date, which was really just an excuse for Ben Higgins to show up again.
My name is Ben. It's been a bit, but I was at one point the Bachelor.
Because legally, we're not allowed to go more than 2 episodes without Ben Higgins or Nick Viall making a cameo. So Ben and Matt sit down, and Ben starts giving relationship advice. Because his Bachelor relationship worked out so well. He tells Matt things like, you gotta be your authentic self, bro. Be real. Be true to yourself. You have to. This is your heart we're talking about. This is your heart, It's what you want. Yeah. So they do this fall-themed obstacle course thing, and really the only thing of note from this group date was Chris Harrison dropping this line on network television.
These nuts are yours.
Thank you.
Harrison really dropped a D's nuts joke. The guy's a legend. I should also point out that at some point during this group date, everyone started calling the original girls the OGs.
So glad it was one of the OG girls that won.
And every time they said it, I felt like that gif of Jonah Hill at the Oscars. Let's not do the whole OGs thing. At the end of the group date, I honestly couldn't tell you who got the group rose, because the important thing of the night was Anna confronting Brittany about being an escort. What? Oh my gosh, Anna, you can't just ask someone if they're an escort. But she did, and it was about as awkward as you'd expect someone to ask someone else in a big group whether or not they're an escort. Then comes the one-on-one date with Michelle, and they go on a scavenger hunt. And guys, Matt likes Michelle. You can tell. Like, she's locked into the hometown dates already. You can write that one in Sharpie. Then again, do they even do hometown dates during COVID? So at the end of their scavenger hunt, they went on a hot air balloon ride. Now, I've never been on a hot air balloon date, but I can't imagine they're as great as they seem. Like, I would like the idea of a hot air balloon date more than I would probably actually like it. Because one, you're in a confined space with nowhere to go. So if something awkward happens, you have to just kind of sit in it. And plus, like, what happens if you have to take a leak? Okay, don't look. I'm peeing off the side. I said don't look. And not to mention, you can't go up alone. So it's never just the two of you. You have to go up with the hot air balloon operator. And fun fact, 87% of all hot air balloon operators in America are named Larry. That's, okay, I just made that up. It's only like 76%. Like, sure, the kiss between Michelle and Matt was cute, but Larry was just sitting right there for the whole thing. Oh, yeah. Do it again, this time with tongue. So then we get the next date card, and it says, "Are you willing to fight for love?" It's almost as if ABC isn't even hiding the fact that they want paramedics to show up for an episode. What's the group date going to be next week? Axe throwing? Juggling knives? Are they going to have to walk a tightrope across a volcano with Nick Walenda? I'm pretty sure ABC just wants someone to be hospitalized. So this date starts off with Matt James hitting a punching bag in the middle of a forest. Was his shirt on? No. Definitely not. He was out there just lifting logs and pulling a dog sled up a hill like he was Balto or something. And then former boxing champ Mia St. John joins them. And I'm sure like initially the OGs were probably pissed off because they were probably thinking it's a new girl joining the show. So they train with Mia, and then that night they go in and they actually fight each other in front of the other girls. Went about as well as you would imagine. Like I'm a dude, and obviously like I grew up knowing other dudes who owned boxing equipment. And then whenever you would have sleepovers at that guy's house, like you would naturally just put on the boxing equipment and box. So I know enough to tell you that if you try and box without any boxing training, it never ends well. Much like this group date. One girl got punched in the nose and it hurt, but she got to cuddle with Matt James because of it. The group date pretty much consisted of all OG girls. So that night at the cocktail party, naturally they were just spent the time sitting around the sofas ripping the new girls. And Katie, again, she's a real one. She stood up for the new girls. Basically was like, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't rip them. Because, like, if we were in their shoes, it would suck, too. But obviously, the girls started attacking her, so she just got up and she walked outside to find Matt. Credit Katie, because she somehow pulled off the one move that you should never, ever attempt in Bachelor. She took the house drama to the Bachelor.
It's just a toxic environment. And there's some pretty bad rumors that are starting about the new girls that literally could ruin their lives. Not even exaggerating.
You just don't do that. But she somehow did it respectfully?
I just figured tomorrow everyone's together in one room. You could address it. And coming from you, I think it would just mean a lot more to them.
Like, honestly, like the best I've ever seen.
And the fact that somebody in the house thinks that they're gonna be able to bully their way to my heart, that's not how it works.
You can't bully your way to Matt James's heart. That's not how this works. But honestly, the worst thing of the night, even worse than the bullying, was the girls calling themselves Varsity Squad.
It's all the Varsity Squad here tonight, and I really appreciate that.
Okay, all right. I take back anything I said earlier. I never thought I'd say this, but can we please just go back to calling them the OGs? Please? Oh, it's so much less cringier than Varsity Squad. All right, that's all I got this week. Thanks for watching. This episode was dedicated to Kim.
And I still hold your hand in mine when I'm asleep. And I will bear my soul in time when I'm kneeling at your feet. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.
So you quarantined and then just stayed in your room as a backup, and now you're coming in as like a backup because some girls left?
No. They just wanted to save the best for last.
No, I don't think so.